Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going over a huge legend run by Yusei Farao. And yeah, basically, he posted that he hit legend in 3 days using this team for Great League Remix, as well as another team in Halloween Cup. But we're not going to be going over the Halloween Cup one today. Maybe we'll go over it in another video, but I really liked this team. It really speaks to the type of teams that he's always running and that we're always showcasing here on the channel. And it's a triple shadow team, again, in Great League Remix here. And the team is Shadow Alolan Ninetales, Shadow Magnezone, and Shadow whiscash. So a lot of Shadow whiscash being kind of showcased in Great League Remix just because it has that ground typing, can really fight off the Galarian Wheezing and all of this sort of stuff. And also, Galarian Wheezing pretty weak to Magnezone as well, so something to note there. The Alolan Ninetales, we'll go over the movesets real quick. The Shadow Alolan Ninetales is going to have Powder Snow for its fast attack, so not going the Charm route. Going to go for more energy moves, and this makes a lot of sense to some stuff in the back line, which we'll actually get to in a little bit. So its charge moves are the normal ones: Powder Snow, Psywave, and then Psyshock, and then for Shadow Magnezone, it's going to be Volt Switch along with Wild Charge, Mirror Shot, just the normal moveset there. And then Shadow whiscash, going to be Mud Shot. Remember, that's been nerfed this season with Mud Bomb and actually Blizzard. So what I was going to say at the beginning with the Alolan Ninetales is that with the going the Powder Snow route means that you're going to be throwing more and more charge attacks. So you're just basically trying to get these shields because you have that whiscash with the massive move in the back with the Blizzard. And you also have Magnezone in the back, which all you're trying to do is basically get off these massive wild charges from the Shadow whiscash. Since whiscash already has a high attack stat, you throw that extra 20% on with the Shadow, and you're just blowing through things. So let's go ahead and get into the battles. But first, if you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button. Again, you can check out YUSEI'S channel in the description below. I'm sure you've been to it many times, but if you haven't, definitely check him out and subscribe to him on Twitch. And let's switch scenes. All right, so first of all, we have a lead here with Pangoro. So two things to note. Alolan Ninetales is only going to be taking basically neutral damage with the close combat. If they do end up throwing something like the Night Slash, they're going to be taking super effect. We're going to be resisting that move. I was trying to think of what I was trying to say there. So close combat will almost KO, and probably just come... Well, we could come in with either, to be honest, but whiscash will get the most out of this. Yeah, because we're probably going to have to shield this, I would think. It is just a Night Slash. We do know that much. They're probably going to be weak to Magnezone here in the back, so that makes a lot of sense. Oh, wait, this is not Blizzard. 1 second, let me switch this. I think he actually does use Blizzard in a later... 1 second, let's switch. All right, I was recording in the wrong scene there, so now I'm re-recording these. Anyways, we fixed the Scald there. In the post, he had posted that he ran Blizzard on this, but we are seeing Scald, so if he ends up switching, we will get that fixed for you in real time. But yeah, whiscash here, just kind of farm down the Qwilfish. I was using Qwilfish on another team, one of the teams that will never be spoken about because it didn't really work out for me. But I can understand that Qwilfish is a very good mon in Great League Remix just because it's so fast to get to its Aqua Tails. And then I believe the other move that most people are running is going to be Ice Beam instead of Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse. Oh, I guess that would be on the Hisuian Qwilfish, not the regular one. So yeah, Ice Beam is the secondary move there. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. So he's got one shield left here. This is actually just a visual bug, one that I've never seen before though, so interesting to go back to this. So they use the shield right there on the Wild Charge. We go for the Scald right here, and then we visually see that they have a shield. Notice in the top right corner they did not have a shield left. And yeah, because this is their last one. Right here, you can see no shield. And then they just visually show a shield here. Interesting. And you definitely know it's just a visual bug because they actually do get KO'd from the Scald. But I haven't seen that one before. Just catching myself up with Niantic problems there. Or just, I don't know. They end up having a Registeel here. They do come in with it. Or wait, did we switch into this? Oh, they switch into the Registeel. We counter swap into the whiscash. Technically, you could go into Magnezone, but you would have to use a shield. So I do like going for whiscash here because you can definitely take a focus blast, and you don't have to shield or anything. And that second mud bomb will KO, and you'll end up getting a little bit of extra energy coming out of this matchup because you get to your moves faster than they do, even with the nerf to Mudshot here. And then if they ever try to go into some sort of shield scenario against you, you just gain more and more energy for the secondary matchup, so they basically can never shield. I'm going to go for the Scald. Still does a lot of damage. Nothing really changed about the Scald here. It's just about the pacing to the Scald that's changed this season. So we don't get the nerf, or we don't get the nerf. We don't get the debuff here onto the Sableye. This could be Power Gem, to be honest. It could also be Return. Ends up being foul play, so we get baited there. And they end up having a Carbink here in the back, so Mirror Shot is double super effective. Even though it's not the best move in the game, being double super effective and not debuffing you is obviously very good. Technically, you'll survive this because you obviously didn't have to debuff yourself to get to this point. So I'm going to go for a little bit of energy gain. Going to go for the double Mirror Shot, basically. It actually goes a little bit above. Doesn't really gain you anything because your HP is... Well, it does lower your HP, I guess. And we can always throw the Wild Charge here, which means that the Shadow Claw now is KO'd. And then we can go back into the good matchup here. And we have the shield. Oh, yep. They were hoping for the Mirror Shot there. Golurk lead. This is good for the Ninetales. Why did I say it like that? Ninetales? This is good for the Ninetales. They end up switching into... what was it? Was it Clefable? Yeah, Clefable, which is just going to get... destroyed here by the Mirror Shots. So yeah, anytime the fairies come in, it is nice that you can just go for the Mirror Shot. And then they end up going for the big move, which could possibly KO us, even though we do resist it just because we're so weak. But we do want to maintain Switch because... Well, why do we want to maintain Switch? Whiscash is fine in this matchup, but obviously Alolan Ninetales is a lot better. I guess we just want this huge energy advantage on Alolan Ninetales going into this third matchup, and probably somewhere we can sink our energy is the thought process here. One Weather Ball, definitely KO. Ooh, they had a move. Very good counting here by Yusei. Knowing that he has a move means that we need to get out of there because we lose CMP to the Golurk. They do end up doing a lot of damage here to Whiscash. Good timing again. No, they actually waited a turn to switch into the Drifblim. Good timing by the opponent, to be fair. They have energy on Golurk. They're definitely going to get to a Shadow Punch. They're actually just going to get to a move here as well. This is probably Shadow Ball. Oh, it's actually Icy Wind. Okay. We're one away, but we die to a... Oh, they died to a Powder Snow. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was going to say we definitely died to... I guess I forgot its HP, and since we have a 2-turn move and they have a 3-turn move, we actually were able to just win that outright, which is really nice. Another Registeel into Whiscash matchup here. Obviously, this is, again, nothing new to say about this matchup from literally probably 2 minutes ago, maybe 3 minutes ago. Anytime they try to match your shields, you are going to just gain even more energy for that next matchup. Just make sure you're counting correctly. And you should be good on this matchup. Have a little bit of energy. Going to be able to throw this into the Tropius. Obviously, we're not... Oh, we switched to Blizzard. Wait. Let me switch the nameplates. Okay, we're ready. We have Blizzard now. All right, this one-shots the Tropius. They definitely won't shield this for sure. Boom! All right, Bastiodon here in the back. We do have the catching you here in the middle of the video. Definitely subscribe if you haven't. Just take a second, hit it. All right, back to the video. The Magnezone here, we could technically go like straight Wild Charge and then sacrifice Alolan Ninetales at some point. I guess it's okay to go just Mirror Shot anyways. It is neutral because it is super effective against the Rock typing, and then it's resisted by the Steel typing itself. So I guess we're just going to try to do as much damage as we can. We definitely outpace them to moves in a general sense. We do want to be throwing on 2 Volt switches, which is going to be 8 turns versus their 3-turn moves, which would be 9 turns. But sometimes we'll be at a too high energy count, And then you don't necessarily want to be doing that, because then you're going to be actually losing out on possible energy. So kind of throwing inefficiently would technically gain you more in the end if you're near that 100 energy mark. All right, Medicham. Haven't seen this guy in a while, but the times we have seen it this season, they've definitely been running Psycho Cut. Is it called Psycho Cut? Yeah, Psycho Cut. And I think usually running Dynamic Punch and Ice Punch just to get that extra coverage, which technically makes Medicham pretty good coverage. The only thing is it's very limited coverage, and Ice Punch is not the greatest move. And then at the end of the day, it's just not doing as much as it could be doing, or as much as Medicham was doing with counter, having even more coverage in those matchups. All right, Whiscash into Galarian Weezing. This is the matchup we were talking about in the intro there. Obviously, this is one of the really premier picks on why, one of the premier reasons why Whiscash is getting picked still in after the nerfs and everything. They do get a little scared, end up throwing this move. Technically, Psycho Cut's just not as good a move to counter, or to basically feint Pokemon. It's just not a very high damage move. Let's just say that. Very energy-based move. All right. We do end up coming in with the Magnezone, which means we're going to have to shield, but we are going to have a lot of energy coming out of this if they do end up with like a Drifblim or something in the back. Ends up being a Bastiodon. Technically, even though we are double reducing our defense, we have so much HP, we can still go for actual good timing here. I love this. Oh, 3 is not good timing, though. That's kind of weird. I guess we just want to go back-to-back and swap. Because we're going to start getting real low here. They will have to throw a move into the Alolan Ninetales, so I still like swapping here. We're 4 times reduced, unless this KOs. Yeah, we had a move. I think we could have swapped, but it is what it is. We were still winning this game either way, so GG. Is Medicham still alive, actually? Okay, yeah. Magnezone lead. This is pretty bad, but the only thing is they don't like taking damage just generally. I guess we could switch to Whiscash right after this. Okay, goes into their own. Wild Charge still hits hard, and we're probably going to end up shielding one of these moves. Okay, well, they do switch into the Drifblim here instead of maybe trying to farm us down. I do think they could have farmed us down with the Magnezone there, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, we definitely don't want this into Whiscash, although we still have Blizzard, so we have outs. We're going to have to switch after this, no matter what, if they shield or don't shield. That's tough, because now something like Scald might have been good enough, whereas now I guess we have to make calls on whether or not we think this is going to be Shadow Ball or Icy Wind. Yeah, it being Icy Wind here is so bad. Although 1 times reduced, do we KO this this Galarian Moltres? Oh man, I did a 30-minute oh my god, 1 HP. No. Could we have won? They still have a ton of energy on Magnezone. Oh, tough. I did like a 50-minute, what am I saying, 30-minute? I did like a 50-minute adventure instance today. Didn't get any Galarian birds, sad times. Yeah, they switch into Alolan Ninetales. We switch into our Shadow Magnezone. Obviously, we can just throw basically the mirror shots here. If they do end up shielding this, we can go for 1 more and go for another mirror shot. Are we going for like a farm down there? Nope. All right, we have to shield this one if we want to maintain switch, which we definitely do. We can definitely go 1 more. Maybe 2 more, actually. 2 more and then win CMP if they do end up shielding. Or they'll swap out and probably Magnezone will die. But we definitely don't have enough for Wild Charge here. It ends up being Golurk anyway, just double resist the Wild Charge. So we'll get our damage off here with the move. Walrein in the back. Luckily, Mud Bomb is the right play to go here against the Walrein. All this Whiscash is not good in this matchup, but the one good thing about Whiscash in this matchup is that we are able to at least chip. They'll have to throw right away in order to avoid taking another Mud Bomb here, which would actually get them really low. And this the bad thing is this is not in Psyshock range. Oh, we actually get to move off. We lived. This might be a really high statted whiscash here, because I can't believe we lived. All right, we have to shield this. I like taking the shield here, but we'll have to shield if they throw a move on this, because they're probably not likely to get to an earthquake. But they're definitely not likely to get to an earthquake, so this is really the only thing we have to worry about. And then we can throw an ice punch into the wall rain, the weather ball ice rather, into the wall rain, even though it double resists this, because ice resists ice and water resists ice as well. They're obviously super low. All right, Drifloon, pretty good matchup here in the lead. Only thing you have to worry about is possibly getting baited, I guess. And then we don't have the cleanest answer to Pangoro, but we do end up getting the shield there, so at least we have a shield advantage. They probably think we're going to go up to the Scald, so they're trying to get a little bit more energy, but we end up going for the Mud Bomb, obviously, because we do actually only have the Blizzard. Are we in close combat range? I doubt it, just because whiscash is pretty bulky. Okay, yeah. If we shield, a move already went through, we could win this. Okay, we don't want to win it. That's fine as well. I don't know, could come in Magnezone if we wanted to just get a Volt Switch energy. It's also fine to come in with this as well. Okay, if they let this hit, maybe we have a chance. Okay, we do have a chance. So we're going to shield this move, and this Typhlosion is KO'd already. They just don't know it. Because that second Volt Switch is going through. Obviously, they had a 5-turn move, and we have a 4-turn move. They end up coming back in with a Drift Blim. We definitely don't want to be throwing Wild Charges out willy-nilly, because we are actually very low, and Astonish actually does a lot of damage. So I like throwing there. I like baiting there, rather, and then going for the move here. And then we still have, technically, the Alolan Ninetales, a little bit of left on that as well. All right, Steelix. Usually they're running Dragon Tail, Psychic Fangs, and Crunch. Not things that we particularly care about on the Alolan Ninetales. They are definitely going up to... So technically I think it learns Iron Head, which would be super effective, but I really doubt it. They're definitely baiting like they're going up to an Earthquake, but I definitely would not care about this. Yeah, it ends up being a Psychic Fangs. They go for back-to-back. Technically now we are 2 times defense reduced, so that's interesting. They do end up trying to catch her on a Pelipper. You know what's really good against flying and electric, or flying? I spoiled it. Flying in water, it's electric. So we end up 3-shotting this Pelipper, and it's gonna be dead. We're just trying to save HP on this, really. I guess something like Steelix also doesn't do that much to Magnezone either, but Magnezone doesn't do that much back to Steelix. Definitely go for the Mirror Shot, as it is single resisted, whereas the Wild Charge is double resisted from the ground typing of the Steelix there. They end up with a Tropius, and they end up leaving. All right, Clefable. If they have Meteor Mash, it's really scary for Alolan Ninetales. Otherwise, all 3 of our Mon are decent against it. Well, Alolan Ninetales and whiscash are neutral to it, I guess. And then Magnezone's obviously resisting all of this stuff, and can throw super effective with Mirror Shot there. Ooh, sorry about that. Long work day. Get the Weather Ball if this is going to KO. They end up going for the shield. That's fine. Can we get to another one? No, but we are definitely just going to come in, farm this down. We could... this makes me think it's like Go Lurk in the back. Why would they just safe swap to a ground type when ground is probably the most effective thing to do here? They go for the Scorching Sands. I guess we want to just maintain HP. Probably he's thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, that it's possibly going to be a Go Lurk here in the back. We do get a little greedy here, and I think we lose count. They get the Scorching Sands off. We don't have Scald, so going for the Mud Bomb here is nice for a farm down, I guess. They're not going to get to a move, and if they do get to a move, it'll be the Weather Ball Rock, which we do resist. They come back in with the Clefable. It'll be telling if they go for the shield here. Yeah, so they definitely have... Oh, it ends up being Steelix in the back. So this is less scary for us. If they actually had the Go Lurk, they would just farm our guy down and then be able to maybe throw double moves into whiscash and KO. But in this case, again, I said it in the last game too, Steelix actually doesn't do that much to Magnezone. Crunch is the best move, although we're so low at this point, they probably just want to go for the Psychic Fangs, even though it is resisted. Probably going to be enough at this point. especially with the Dragon Tails, right? And I'm sure Psychic Vein KOs from here. I can't see if this... Yeah, the Steelix is Shadow. Okay, technically they catch here on Clefable, but they're never going to one-shot Whiscash here. I'd be reluctant to say even... Okay, Crunch KOs from here, I think. Oh, they have Earthquake. Ooh, okay, bad. All right, Drifblim into Licky Licky. So one thing to note in this matchup is the case for Lickitung is that Lickitung at least has Power Whip, which is going to be double super effective against the Whiscash and probably just one shot. Whereas the new form of Licky Licky only has... Usually it's Shadow Ball as its strong move, but they also can have Earthquake. But Body Slam's kind of just the whatever move, so I don't know if these people are going for a double... we'll see right now, I guess, if they have Shadow Ball or Body Slam, or if they just went for the second Earthquake. Smart. We get a little bit of farm, but technically Magnezone is really good against both of these Mon. They actually end up switching into the Drifblim. What we can do here... I kind of don't like going for this move. I guess we're just trying to do damage and then go for the farm down. We actually get the shield. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage from the Astonishes. Okay, I didn't put this into my calculation how good Astonish is here. We do go for the mirror shot here. This will KO. Switches up, right? No, it's not. Okay, we live by a little bit. Interesting. Why not throw the wild charge there? Not too sure why. Technically we win CMP, so as long as we get it into the wild charge range, which I believe is about 55-60%, 2 weather balls and a wild charge should be enough, I think, especially since this is Shadow. Also, do we actually even get one shot by Zap Cannon? I actually think we don't, which is interesting. I mean, we're not in farm down range on the Magnezone, right? We can just switch into it right here and go for... Like, we're not one luck on from death. For sure we are not. Okay. I did think it was weird that we didn't throw right away when the Registeel came back in. Not too sure why. I can't think of a reason there, unless he actually did think we were going to get KO'd. Oh, no, we were Icy Wind twice. I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah, we were Icy Wind twice, of course, that's the reason, duh. Anyways, if you like this video, definitely hit the thumbs up. Let me get my thumb over there, boom. And definitely subscribe to the channel. Doing both of those things, plus commenting, definitely helps out the YouTube algorithm. And I need all the help with algorithms that I can get, so definitely at least help me on that one. And if you haven't, definitely click the link. If you're someone who likes watching live streams, YUSEI'S streams at night in the US, I believe it's just daytime in New Zealand. But yeah, his link will be in the description below, so definitely click that, subscribe to him, it'll give you a notification when he goes live. And I will catch y'all in the next one. See y'all later. Hey, thank you for watching the video, and if you want to continue to support me, definitely click that subscribe button. You'll see any content coming out, and if you want another video on this same league for some more tips and tricks to other teams, check that video out right there, and I'll see you in the next one.